Now, Thailand plans to end COVID quarantine requirements for fully vaccinated travellers from at least 10 low-risk nations from November. The move is seen as a key step to revive the country's collapsed tourism sector. Thailand took the drastic step of sealing its borders in April 2020. Let's get more on this from our Southeast Asia correspondent in Bangkok, Jonathan Head. Jonathan, what exactly is being planned?
Well, what's going to happen is, for the first time since April last year, foreign visitors from these 10 countries, now they say they're the low-risk countries. I mean, they've got countries like the United States and UK, which actually have got very high COVID rates. So I think what they're looking to is countries that normally provide large numbers of visitors to Thailand. From the 1st of November, they will be able to come in quarantine free. As long as they're vaccinated and they have a PCR test before they leave and on arrival, and that's negative, they're then free to travel in the country. This hasn't happened now for 18 months in Thailand. So it's a big start for them, but it is only 10 countries. Now, they're saying that from the start of next year, they want to widen that much more. But this is really a cautious start, and I think many people have been surprised at how hardline Thailand has been towards what was an absolutely vital industry. It's about 1/5 of GDP in this country. It's had a massive impact on a whole range of businesses, and those in the hospitality sector have been screaming at the government to reopen. But, you know, Thailand has been hit very hard this year, having contained COVID last year. It's had very rapid increases in infections for the Delta variant this year. And like so many countries, its health service was very quickly overwhelmed. So it's a cautious start, but it is a very important beginning for one of the world's biggest tourist markets.
And what about its own vaccine rollout?
Well, that's been part of the problem. Thailand did very well by sealing its borders so drastically last year. It managed to get COVID down pretty much to zero. I mean, by the end of last year, there were fewer than 7,000 cases. And remember, Thailand was one of the very first countries to get COVID cases after China. But it's expanded so fast this year. And because they were so successful last year, they were rather slow to order vaccines. They thought they had more time. Now, we've seen other countries in the same boat. When they finally got to ordering vaccines, they were lower down the queue. So far, Thailand has vaccinated about 33%, fully vaccinated about 33% of its population. The government had said they would not be reopening to tourists until they reached 70%. And realistically, they're not going to hit that until next year, which perhaps also explains why this is still a relatively cautious start for a country that is so completely dependent on tourism.
Jonathan Head, thank you very much.